Hi, my name is Jamie. This is a little difficult. I'm not sure where to even begin. Um, I'm 57 years old, and year before last, so 2 years ago, started having some memory issues that I noticed. And my wife and my children, I have two daughters that are in their 20s and 30s, had been noticing I'd been having some memory issues. And so went to the doctors, had a bunch of tests, MRIs, blood tests, psychiatric tests, and came to the conclusion, after going through several specialists, that they have what they believe, or I have what they believe to be a phenocopy FTD, frontal temporal dementia. So what I thought might be helpful, not necessarily for myself, but for others who will be going through this themselves, is to get the point of view from this side. There's lots of information out there, lots of videos, lots of research papers, and it's all from the doctors and the caretakers and the researchers. But there's very little information, very little perspective from the patient. Now, a little background about myself. Again, I'm 57 years old, good physical health. I've had a couple of head injuries in the past, going back 25, 30 years ago. But occupations, I have done quite a few things. I've been working in healthcare for about 30 years. Prior to that, I did everything from truck driving to auto mechanics, diesel mechanics. I actually have a degree in auto bodies somewhere in my files. I don't even know where it is anymore. Married, 35 years, 2 children, 3 grandchildren now. It's I'm struggling to talk a little bit here, and that's part of the process. Is I have a harder time stringing my thoughts together, especially the more I talk, the harder it is for me to keep the line of thought going. I'm still able to work. I can still do what I need to do. I just need to slow down and think about it a lot more than I used to. Things that used to come to me quite quickly are a little out of grasp. I've frequently said that it's a lot like trying to pick up a bar of soap in the shower. Very slippery, the thoughts. They're right there. You can almost grasp it, and then it pops away. So anyway, I thought if I did maybe a weekly recording to see how this disease progresses. I have noticed in the past year that I am declining, and I have to say that it's sobering. But I've come to terms with it. I am Christian and believe that God works all things to his good. So this may be to help somebody else somewhere. So I hope you will follow along on this journey. And I hope that this will actually really help somebody somewhere down the path. And I thought that as a way of measuring my memory's abilities, I would start with a number that I had memorized since I was about 20 years old. It's not important where the number comes from. It's just a number that I have memorized. 281044799106. It's a memory that I've had for many years, so this is a long-term memory. So what I'll try to do is recite that number every time I do a recording. Now, my short-term memory is seeming to be more affected than long-term memory. A little bit of long-term memory is affected, but it's the shorter-term memory, names, numbers that have been recently told to me, appointment dates that I have to keep, that sort of thing. So let's see where this goes. And again, with any luck, this will help the people who may be going through this themselves.